one sentence that the Prophet ﷺ heard. He said, "Ala ma tubarikuna lana?" Why are you congratulating us? إنما لقينا عجائزا صلعا. We met some old bald men. فذبحناهم كالخراف. We slaughtered them like sheep. It was that simple. It was not a struggle and a battle that was hard. It was so easy. The Prophet ﷺ heard that and he corrected him. He said, "لا تقل هذا يا ابن أخي." Don't say this, oh my nephew. أولئك الملأ. We killed the leaders. Only 2 of the leaders of Quraysh were saved. Only 2. Abu Sufyan, who was taking the caravan, and Abu Lahab, the uncle of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who did not attend the battle. When the news came to Abu Lahab, he was so angry and so sad, he died 3 days later. So only Abu Sufyan was left. Can you imagine? A country suddenly loses all of its government, every member of the parliament in one shot. That's what happened in Badr. So Badr started to change the scale. Quraysh understood that this is a huge danger on them. So they gathered their army and some support from other Arabs, and they moved to the battle of Uhud. And Muslims were defeated in Uhud. And that was in the year 3 of Hijrah. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants to tell them, it is not strength, it is obedience. When you disobeyed Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Uhud, you lost. When you took the straight path, you did not lose. I'll move quicker. On the 5th year of Hijrah, Quraysh was able to collect a stronger army, and the Jews helped, and Ghatafan, and many other Arab tribes, and the army of Al-Ahzab, the allies, came to attack Medina. 10,000 strong. 10,000 for the Arabs at that time was a strong army. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was faced with a very huge danger. They digged the ditch around Medina to protect it, and that is why it's called the Battle of the Allies, Al-Ahzab, or the Battle of the Ditch, Al-Khandaq. For 1 month they continued their attack on the Muslims. Medina was protected from the east and the west by huge stony places where armies cannot move. From the southwest it was protected by a mountain. From the north it was protected by the ditch. From the southeast, the Prophet ﷺ had an agreement with the Jews of Bani Qurayza that they will protect this side of Medina. The Jews, during the battle, they did not keep their promise as usual, and they agreed with the kuffar that they will help them and attack the Muslims from the south. Now, the Muslims were barely able to stop a 10,000 strong army from the north. Now they have to face another army that can attack their own women and children inside Medina. And there was no protection there. That's how great the danger was. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala describes this. إذ جاءوكم من فوقكم ومن أسفل منكم. When they came to you from the top and from the bottom. وبلغت القلوب الحناجر وتظنون بالله الظنونا. You were so scared. See, some Muslims today are so scared. So scared. At that moment, Muslims were so scared. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us that their hearts reached their throats. It's an example of being so afraid. هنالك ابتلي المؤمنون وزلزلوا زلزالا شديدا. It was the test. Who would be so scared to run away from the masjid and Islamic work and organizations? I'm afraid of terrorist laws, whatever. So scared. They might get me. You know how many were so scared that they left the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam? The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was left with only 300 men. Everyone ran away. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala Almighty interfered with the angels and the wind and made the enemy so afraid that they ran away. And then the Prophet ﷺ met the Jews in the battle of Bani Qurayza and slaughtered 700 of the traitors, which was the last presence of the Jews in Medina. And they moved to Khaybar. So that was the year of 5 of Hijrah. Now look, is that a strong civilization? No. How about science and math? Nothing. How about buildings? No, nothing. How about the masjid? The masjid was so simple. It had no carpet. And it had no ceiling. Only some palm leaves put on top. Whenever it rains, the Prophet ﷺ himself would make sujood in mud. Is that a great civilization from the materialistic point of view? No. Nothing. Is that a strong army? No. About equipment? Nothing. What did this civilization have that made it conquer the world? Think, brothers and sisters, think. Let's continue. We will come to that. The Prophet ﷺ, in the year 7th of Hijrah, heard about the Jews getting another allies army together in Khaybar. So he decided not to wait. And he attacked them in Khaybar and conquered Khaybar. And that was the end of the Jews in the Arab Peninsula. They were traitors, conspirators against the Prophet continuously. Never forget that. In Khaybar, after the battle, one of the Jewish women brought some food to the Prophet ﷺ because he forgave her family and did not. He forgave everyone in Khaybar. He did not kill them, those who surrendered. Not like what they do to us. So the Prophet ﷺ was so peaceful. So she came thanking him with some sheep meat full of poison. The Prophet ﷺ and the companions started to eat. One companion, his name is Bishr,